even more impressive, clad in the home team blue at night. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's John. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Iowa's offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to pass, it's Clemens. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So UCLA's offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground. They've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Suarez. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for space. It's Blunt. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll run it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bruins. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback. Right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's John. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. You're a defensive lineman, and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. First down and 10. Send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To throw, it's Clemens. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room. It's Blunt. Passes takes in, still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. He's at the tip. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to UNLV. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off-play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Clemens. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have it. Those are so good, but man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Ramsauer. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. Makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
He'll throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got him in the open. Open field on the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Big fullback's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
The Bruins are flying down the field. The give to the fullback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. And the returner goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll give it to Johnson. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going?
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Suarez. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time play.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramsauer. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback keeps it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Bruins will try to convert on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a got cracked. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be popular.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Clemens. Floating away. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They'll try to follow that last touchdown finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Dropping back.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taking over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.